Hello there, I am Tugustu Zariun. This is my channel. Motivate and support me by subscribing my channel. I will continue the next unit, which is Unit 3 on grade 12 textbook, which is Unit 3 about database management system. Think about today's working system. Paperless offices are creating on the way. Paper-based working systems are replaced by computerized working systems. That it's possible to use database management system. It's possible to say that in all organizational fields there is a way to use database management systems. That here also it is an important to make aware about this database management system to develop user skills of the students both in theoretical and practical. It is a continuation of your grade 11 textbook from the same chapter about database management system. Here, mostly you will see how to use SQL using Microsoft Access. An extended software, there is a language software which is database management software which is SQL. By using SQL, creating table, how to create query, how to create form, how to select specific records from a table. You have to know learning outcome. At the end of this unit, the students will be able to, you have to describe relational database management system, you have to describe relational database management system, you have to explain fields and records, you have to explain what a field and records in a database. When we talk about a database, it is always a single database must consist at least one table. Therefore, in a table there are fields and records. You have to explain fields and records. Apply SQL data definition language to create tables in a database. We use SQL in SQL to create a table. We use data definition language, a language that helps us to create a table. Therefore, apply SQL data definition language to create tables in a database practically using Microsoft Access software. Differentiate between SQL data definition language, DDL, data manipulation language, DML, and data query language. What's the difference between these two languages under SQL? And apply SQL DML, SQL data manipulation language to manipulate records in tables, and apply SQL data query language, DQL, to query records of tables. Unit overview. In today's world, almost all information stored in the database. What does it mean? Paper-based working systems are replaced by electronic systems. When you think about the traditional working systems, mostly a file is stored in a dossier, in a paper, in a dossier, in a big drawers, in the form of file cabinets. It takes manpower, it takes time to find out and to retrieve specific information, and it takes material. Comparing that of electronic systems, that better to use electronic database, and we have a chance to use this database thanks to the technology. Mostly all organizations have their own application software to store their data using databases. Today's world, almost all information stored in databases. Grade 11, you that databases are unimportant. They are an important part of organization to manage their data. You also learned how to design a database. A database has a data model that determines the manner in which data can be stored, organized, and manipulated in the database. There is a way to store, manipulate, and organize using a database. What the software that helps? A database management software helps us to control the database. The focus of this unit is the creation of the database technologies, and you have to know the SQL structure query language, and under SQL language there are three languages: DDL, data definition language, the DML, data manipulation language, and DQL, data query language. You have to know these three languages under SQL. Overview of relational database management system. The term relational database management system usually refers to various types of software systems developed in order to manage databases. The term relational database management usually refers to various types of software systems developed in order to manage database. Why there are own goals every software in this system? The service objective is in order to manage databases. It is innovated and created in order to manage database RDBMS. The relational database management software is to create, maintain, and provide controlled access to a relational database. Relational database is based on a relational data model. What do you mean by data model? A data model is simply a two-dimensional table. Or when we say relational database, it is two-dimensional table. It means it contains columns or fields. When you say columns, they are fields, and when you say row, it is a record in a database here. Each column of a table represents an attribute or data value. Every column of a table represents an attribute or data value. And each row in a table represents a tuple or a record. Each row in a table represents a tuple or a record. And each column in a table represents an attribute or data value. The vertical section is an attribute or in a table represents a tuple or a record, and each column of a table represents an attribute or data value. Here, as you have seen, the vertical sections are the fields or attributes, the data values, and each row represents tuple or record. Here, the horizontal section is one record or tuple. One record, for instance, here. These are fields or attributes. The header one, residence ID, first name, last name, age, address. They are fields or attributes. The horizontal section, here is one record or tuple. Each row in a table represents tuple or record. A database contains one or more tables that maintain a record. A database, to be a database, at least it must consist a single table, because every data is stored in table form. Attributes are the set of properties to describe the instance of the entity. They are the set of properties to describe the instance of the entity. When you say the entity, for instance, a student, if it is a student table, we say the entity, student table. The table is an entity. Therefore, attributes are set of properties to describe the instance of the entity. They are the properties of the table. For instance, residence ID, it is the property of this ID. First name, the other property, same to others. For example, a student can be an entity. A table is an entity, therefore a student can be an entity. The attribute of a student can be described in terms of student ID. The attributes are student ID or residence ID, grade level and sex, address, first name, last name, address. These are the headers. The attributes of student can be described in terms of student ID, name, age, grade, level, and sex. The table shown in figure 3.1 below have 5 attributes for piece of data. A record is a row or tuple in the table. When you say record, it is a row. A record is a row or tuple in the table. A record is a row or tuple in the table. The horizontal section. It contains a single data value in each column. Each field in a table has to be given a name and data type. Each field in a table has to be given a name and data type. Each field have a data value. For instance, residence ID have a data value with 1001. It is the data type is number. First name with a data value somewhere. The data type is letter. Here are number. Here are letters. R, E, G, A, S, S, A letters. The number 30 here under age. Therefore, each field in a table has to be given a name and it's have a name and data type. Every table has a name with data type. The data type for this number, the data type here, text means in IT letters. Text means letters. Age means a number. Here address is a text. Data type or character we say. Data type is a type of a data value you want to store in the field. For example, to populate this database, you should use a residence ID to populate the residence ID field. Here we know that residence ID is mentioned as a 4-digit number. Residence ID here, 4 numbers, 4 the length of the numbers. Here we know that a residence ID is mentioned as 4-digit number. 1001, 4, the number of numbers or characters. The second field, first name. First name is used to sort the first name. Name is an attribute started in text form. In the database, the data type base describes the fields in the table. Therefore, for example, here is a data type, data with an input can be an integer, or can be a price, data type can be price by float or number, integer data type, for instance here, age is an integer, therefore 19 is an integer, this data value is 19. Name, text, for instance, the data type is text. When you say text, letters, ABDU, the data value up to. Price, the data type is real or currency, 32.5. The real or currency, therefore there is a decimal value. Date of birth, date, the data type. We'll choose the data type date. Here data value 10, like this. The height, integer or real. The real can be decimal. Grade level, integer, here 11 or 12. Telephone number, text. When you say text, it includes characters, numbers also. Here we use the plus sign that we have to choose text. Why we choose a number? Because here is an addition sign that we have to choose text. All database management system provide data types from which to select and use to define data type or field of a table. When you create a table, before feeding a data or inserting a data value, we have to design the table under design view. Therefore, under design view, we'll get such type of format or interface. For example, in Microsoft Access, when you create a new database table, specify what type of data to be stored in each field. The data types include text, integer, real number, data, accuracy, yes or no fields also included. Let me remind you. Here, run, then access. MS access without gap. MS access. Now run command MS access without space or gap. Then the software differs with other software. It starts by giving a database name. Here say type of interface. Then you have to choose blank database. Then file name. What's the file name? Day1, for instance. Day1. Then create. Here is a window for database, Microsoft Access software. Day1. Here is the file name on the title bar. There are tabs from to table. At the bottom there is a status bar. On the left bar there are object task paths. Create. Then under create tab you have these options. For instance, query design for query group, table group under table group, table design for instance. Field name. For instance, student ID. Then enter. Name. Student name. First name. Father name. Student. When you put such type of data, you have data type values here. Data types are short text, long text, number, date, temp, time, currency. You can choose auto number automatically to assign. When you feed the data on using datasheet, yes or no, early attachment. In case of attachment, you calculated for instance, calculated products. Wizard you can prepare also wizard. For instance, in case of sex, let me prepare a wizard here. Lookup wizard. Lookup wizard, you can prepare a drop down menu. Here I will type next. You have to choose I will type, then male, female, finish. Then here view on the left of file, below file, design. Now we are under design, datasheet. You must first save the table, it says. Do you want to save the table? Yes. Give the table name, student. Okay. You want a primary key? A primary key identifies table from other records. For instance, there is no two students having the same number, but may have two students and more than two students, or workers more than two having the same name. Therefore, a primary key can be a number. But in this case, I don't want, because here is a student ID. I will make it primary. No. Then here is a data sheet. Let me return back once. Design view, student ID, right click, make it primary key. Then a unique number it will be. Data sheet, from design to data sheet. Yes. Then you have to insert numbers. If I have chosen short text, let me make it a number here. Number only. In case of ID, for instance, B or R. In case of such occasion, if I type letters, it doesn't accept you. It says the value entered does not match the number. Enter new value. I have to insert number only. Finished. Then student name, student, years, male, female. It is prepared using lookup wizard. That you have say type of drop down name. Just as a memorization. The database in figure 3.3 below has 5 tables here. 5 tables. Mark list, subject. Just let me give it now. To make it a relational database, just you have to remind your grade 3 lessons. Just I will create anyway relational in next portions in next lesson. Here database manipulation using structure query language. Database manipulation using structure query language. Structure query language, or SQL, is a standard language for accessing and manipulating a database. Every language is designed for a specific task. The same to SQL is a standard language for accessing, manipulating a database. It is designed for the case of manipulating a database. SQL, it is a special purpose query language meant for interacting with relational database such as Microsoft Access. Understanding how SQL works can help create better queries and make it easier to understand how to fix a query that is returning unwanted results. SQL consists of a number of commands with further options to allow you to carry output operation with the database. Based on their purposes, 3 categories of SQL commands are presented below. What are the 3 types? Data definition language, DDL, data manipulation language, DML, data query language, DQL. The first is data definition language, DDL. DDL contains commands that allow you to create or modify tables and establish relations between tables in your database structure. When you say DDL, contains commands that allow you to create or modify tables and establish a relation between tables in your database structure. A data definition language, in short DDL, contains commands that allow you to create and modify tables. How can we create a table using SQL? Using this DDL. DDL helps us to create a table. Says DDL contains commands that allow you to create or modify tables and establish relationship between tables in your database structure. I have shown you how to design and create a table using Microsoft Access, but in case of SQL, we use commands rather than using graphical user interface mouse. We use and design and create a table by using this language. For instance, to create a table or to design the table, we use data definition language. DDL contains commands that allow you to create or modify tables and establish relations between tables in your database structure. The other language is the data manipulation language, DML. DML contains commands that are used to manage the database by performing operations such as inserting, updating, deleting, and navigating through data. How can we manipulate a data after storing? In case of after designing. Case of designing or creating a table, we use DDL language, helps us to design. Then after designing, for the case of entering a value, data value, we have to use DML. A DML or data manipulation language contains commands that are used to manage the database by performing operations such as inserting, Updating, it helps us to insert. After creating a table, this DML, data manipulation language, helps us to insert a value, update a value, delete a value, and navigating through data. The third one is data query language. DQL used for querying or selecting all or subsets of data from a database. The data query language used for querying or selecting all subsets of data. After inserting a data, it helps us to select a specific record. For instance, you want to select only female records, you can select using this language, the data query language. In addition to the above SQL commands, the database management system may give you other sets of commands to provide extra features. However, the three categories of commands are common and applicable all database management software. This is all about today's lesson. I will continue in next session. For today is enough. Thank you. Motivate and support me by subscribing my channel. Thank you.